Right. Okay. Last session we are completing introduction part. Okay. What are the different features of Python? The first one is today onward start the syllabus and today onward start the syllabus. So the syllabus is first of all how to learn the Python programming language. How to learn Python programming language. This is the first topic. How to learn Python programming language. Okay. So the first one is how to learn Python programming language. First one, the learning process is character set and a character set. The next, learn the words of the Python. And next one, learning the sentences. And next form, finally we are writing the program. This is the last step, writing a program. After completing introduction, next we can write the number of words, creating words, and then form the sentences, and then form the programs. Okay, right. And now, okay, sir, what are the important features of Python? What are the important features of Python? First important feature is Python is a high-level programming language. It is a first important feature in Python. It is a high-level programming language. Sir, what is high-level programming language? Here a program written in English-like language. That is, here a program written in human understandable language. That is the first one. And the second one is freeware and open source programming language. So now it is available to all the people. So that is available to the open source. And the third one, simple and easy to learn. And comparatively other programming languages. And comparatively Java, and comparatively C, C++, comparatively COBOL, Pascal, PL, comparatively all the other programming languages is simple and easy to learn. And the next one is the important point is the less code. Compared to other programming language, we are writing the same program in Python, less code. The same program written in COBOL programming language or Pascal or COBOL, 50 lines of code. The same written in Python only for 5 lines. Only for 5 lines of code. So automatically to reduce the number of lines of code is reduced. And next one, it is a platform independent. It is a platform independent programming language. Independent, and that means the same program can run any platform, any operating system. And another one is a dynamic typed programming language. It is a dynamic typed programming language. Dynamic typed programming language means the same program can run anywhere in the program without any declaration. Dynamic type programming language means without any declaration, without no need of variable declaration, So the Python is a dynamic type programming language. It supports large volume of modules, large volume of libraries. That means all libraries. This is a simple introduction. These are the 7 important applications. So now the Python is used in the different purpose also. Machine learning, deep learning, and artificial intelligence and database applications. Okay. Okay, right, clear. These are the important applications. Now today onward start already the character set is completed. Now the start what is word. The next important concept is words. What is word? And what are the different types of words? Okay, what are the different types of words? Okay, this is I can start the syllabus. Sir, every language, every programming language, or every English general language, the word, what is word and what is word in general language? It is English or Telugu or Hindi. Okay. Okay, yesterday session completed, start the new session. Okay, start the new session. Today onward start the new syllabus. Okay, this is a Python syllabus. Today onward starts Python syllabus starts today onwards. Today onward starts the syllabus, Python syllabus. Okay, yesterday already introduction part completed only. Today onward start the real Python only. So now what is word only? What is word? So now today start the word. Sir, what is word in general meaning? In English meaning, the word is called as a collection of characters. Collection of characters is called a word. This is simple definition. So now here the Python supports 2 types of words. Python supports 2 types of words. Okay, one word is Python supports 2 types of words and 2 types of words. One is a keyword. Yes, I will send you, no problem. I will send you the record session. You want record session? I send the record session. I will send the record session. Okay. Now these are the keywords only. Now first one is the keywords. The second one is a user-defined words. User-defined words. There are the two words and every language. It is a general normal English language, the Telugu language, Hindi language, any language. There are the two types of words and keywords and user-defined words. Now the first of all, what is keyword? What is keyword? But in generally, there are the different, for example, in other than Python programming language, for example, dresses. In your dress, you are wearing dresses. The dresses are two types. Dresses, basically, the dresses are two types. One is a ready-made dress. Another one is a tailor-made dress. So what is the difference between ready-made dress and tailor-made dress? Either jean pant or normal pant, t-shirt, normal formal shirts. What is the difference between these two dresses? These two dresses are basically two types. Either boys or girls. Dresses, jeans, punjabis, kurtas, and t-shirts, formal pant shirt. These are the two types of dresses are available in the market. What is the ready-made dress and what is formal dress? Anyone? What is ready-made dress and what is tailor-made dress? What is the difference between these two? Anyone, Andy? What is ready-made dress? Please respond. Anyone? No problem. Please. Communication is very important. Please respond. Anyone? What is ready-made dress? Okay, instant. Very good, Mr. Bharat. Okay, that is instant dress. Okay. Right. Machine made. Right. Very good. So there, this is a instant, and machine made. Very good. Machine made. Anyone? Please respond. One more, please. Fast. Ready-made. Instant. Ready-made dress is instant dress. Go and ready to immediately wear the dress immediately within 10 minutes only. And the ready-made tailor-made dress. Okay, first of all, to purchase the cloth, go to shop and purchase the cloth, and then go to tailor shop and take the measurements, and wait for 15 days. Wait for 10 to 15 days. After, and use the dress. So here in ready-made dresses, you can use only for within 5 minutes only 5 minutes. But here we are waiting almost 15 days waiting. Here to wait for 15 minutes only. Here only for 5 minutes. Here we are waiting for 15 days because it is a machine made. It is a instant, ready to use. Instant. Similarly, in Python also there are the two types of words are available. One is a user keyword, another one is a user-defined word. These keywords are instant words. These keywords are machine-made words. These keywords are software built-in words. So these words are called as a first point. The first point. These words are called that means the keywords. Keywords are also called. Okay. Built-in words. And please verify. Built-in words or ready-made words. These words are also called as a ready-made words. Or standard words or predefined words. Or these are called as a reserved words. These are the different types. So these words are coming from with software. These words are comes from along with the Python software internally. Implicitly. Now the numbers are different words. The keywords are varying from version to version. For example, Java supports almost 56 keywords. C language supports almost 40 keywords. Pascal language supports 25 keywords. There are the different number of keywords are available. And similarly, Python software supports 35 keywords. 35 keywords are available in Python. Python 35. Python supports 35 keywords, right? So now this number is not a fixed number, varying. For example, sir, there are the different versions Python is available. Python 1.0 version, and the Python another version is Python 2.0 version. Python is available Python 3.0 version, and so on. Now the latest version 3.8.5 is the latest version. This is the latest version. In this latest version, the first version Python, they are supporting only 23 keywords only. And the next 2.0 supports 30 keywords. Up to Python 3.5, up to Python 3.4, 3.5 onwards, 35 keywords are supporting. And the 3.8.5 also 35 keywords. So now we are using 3.8.5 version, latest version, 35 keywords are available. 35 keywords are available. This is the number. 35 keywords are available. These are the important. So this is not a fixed number. This number is varying from version to version, from version to version, but not a fixed number, sir. 35 is not a fixed number. For example, suppose if we are using Python 2.9, and entire software industry is using only 2.9 version only. 2.9 version. So here you are using only for 30 keywords only. The number of keywords are depending from version to version. Sir, what are the different 35 keywords are? So these are the different 35 keywords, and go to the Python shell prompt. This is for go to Python shell prompt. Here we can check the command or using one command. The command is import keywords, 35 keywords, and next line press the keywords.kw list. This is the command. KW list means keyword list. What is KW list? The KW list means keyword list. KW means list, keyword list. KW list means. Now immediately display the 35 keywords are 35 built-in keywords with a special meaning. 35 keywords. So these are the 35 keywords. So one keyword is true. One keyword is true keyword, and one keyword for false keyword. One for none keyword. One keyword. The keywords are true, false, and none. True, false, and none keyword. These are the 35 keywords. True, false, and none. And the next one is the and keyword, or keyword, not keyword, and or not, in, is, or is and in keywords. These are in keywords. So what are these are, sir? I will explain one by one later, no problem only. And one is the if keyword, else, elif, while keyword, or keyword, and pause keyword, break keyword, pause keyword, continue keyword, break, pause, and continue. DEF keyword, return keyword, global keyword, global, DEF, return, global, and one more keyword is a non-local keyword. These are the different keywords. And another keyword is a class keyword, class. Okay, and more keyword is a from, import, from, as, with is a one keyword, with keyword, await keyword, synchronized keyword, and another keyword is a try keyword, accept, finally, and raise. DEL keyword, DEL is also keyword. One keyword is the lambda keyword. Almost 35 keywords are available in Python. These are the 35 keywords. This number is varying from version to version. 35 keywords. Okay. Total number of keywords. Total 35 keywords are available in Python 3.8.5. Latest version is the 35 keywords are available. So these are the 35 keywords. Not by adding, automatically 35 keywords. I will show you one by one. So now, what are the importance of these keywords? These keywords are used in specific meaning. So here, true keyword and false keyword is the Boolean operators, Boolean type. That means Boolean type means either true or false. Boolean operators, Boolean operators, Boolean data type. These are the Boolean data type. It represents true for, okay. No. Print is not a keyword. Print is not a keyword. I will explain you one. Please wait. No problem. Okay, print is not a keyword, print is the output statement. What is print? The print is the output statement. Please wait. Okay, the true, false, these two keywords are the Boolean type. The true represents value 1 and the false represents 0. True represents value 1 only. The true is representing 1 value and false representing for 0. These are called as a Boolean. And none means empty. None means empty. Empty. Okay, empty means empty without any value. And one more, and or not. These keywords are used for logical operators. These keywords are used for logical operators. No problem, Andy. End of this session, I will send you to a recording session, recording also, video recording also, no problem. Okay. Now, so and or not, these three keywords are logical operators. Logical operators. Okay. Logical operators. And is and in are called special operators. Is and in are called as a special operator. If, else, elif, these three are called conditional control statements. I explain end of the Python course 35. You will learn the 35 keywords, no problem. If, else, elif, these keywords are called as a conditional operators. While loop, for loop, while and for loop. These are the two important loops in Python. Other programming language support three types of loops, but the Python supports only two types of loops: while and for loop. Okay, other programming language supports three: while loop, okay, while loop, a do while loop, one more loop for do while loop and for loop. But Python supports only two loops: while and for loop only. While and for loop. These are the two important loops in Python. Okay, guys. The next one. Take, continue, pause. These three statements, these keywords, these three keywords are used in the transfer control statements. These three keywords are used for transfer control statement. And DEF is a defined function to define the one function. Already print. What is print, sir? Print is a function. Print is a function. The value of the value. Print is a function. So now all these functions, all these user-defined functions are defined. Print is a built-in function. So user-defined functions are defined by the DEF, returning some value, global and non-local. This is completely for one chapter. It will take minimum 4 to 5 hours to copy. 4 to 5 hours. And next one is the classes, object-oriented programming concepts. How to declaring a class, how to declaring an object. Next, import from. These words are used for modules chapter. These words completely importing one module. Already we are using module. First I will tell you. Now the try, except, finally. All these are used for exception handling. All these are used for exception handling, error handling chapter. DEL, deleting a one function. Lambda, this is called a lambda function. Total number of functions are, total number of keywords are 35. I will show you with command also displays the 35 keywords are import keyword. You are using the one command, import keyword, and press enter key. And now using keyword.kw list. KW list means list of keywords. List of keywords. Press enter key. Immediately displays the list of keywords. Press enter key. After enter key, all the 35 words are displayed. But here these 35 keywords are alphabetically ordered. A for and. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Last one is the yield. They are stored in order, one particular order. But we are writing order is a syllabus order as per the time, as per the chapter wise. These two are the Boolean operators. None for empty value. And or not. These three are the logical operators. Is and in for special operators. These three are conditional control statements. These are the loops, iterative control statements. These are used for transfer control statements. These are used for the defining functions. These are used for defining classes. These are used for the defining the modules chapter. These are used for the exception handling. These are for the general, normal, individual. These two are. And I will show you one by one again. Okay, run this concept. Okay, now go to Python. Run Python shell prompt. This is called the Python shell prompt. You are press import keyword. The command is import keyword. Press enter key. Keyword.kw list displays the list of keywords, 35 keywords. So copy and paste. Here observe this one. Every command check it. Okay, now these are the command. Okay, false, writing false, none okay, true okay. End command, end up, end keyword, okay, completed. As, okay. asset. I'm not writing asset. So you are writing asset. ASSERT, asset. Okay, synchronized or completed. Await. Await is writing or not, sir? Await. Okay. AWAIT. Await. And one more is the yield. So now await. Break. This is a break, pause, continue. Break completed. Continue completed. Class complete already. DEF okay. Delete okay. If fairly fails, except finally okay. And for FAM global, if import, Indian is lambda, non-local, here you are writing non-local, and not pass, and the raise, here raise completed, return, try, while, with, and so on. So first line 3, you are writing the first line 3, 3. Okay, next line 5. Okay, next line 5. Next line 3. Next line 4. Again the 4. So almost 35 or not. So 8 plus 8, 16, 20, okay, 32. Remaining 3 keywords are missing. Okay. Here. This is the value for, check it. 35 total keywords are 35 keywords. Okay. 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. One is repeated. One number is repeated. So which one is repeated? Okay, await is repeated. Okay, this is for 35 keywords are available in Python. Clear, guys? Okay, await written twice. Bharat. Okay, very good. Thank you. So these are the keywords, specific meaning. I will explain one by one. End of the course, I will explain one by one. So within next week, up to here covering. So we will cover the next week up to here. Next one is the second one is a user-defined words. The second one is user-defined words. Sir, what is user-defined words? Sir, what is user-defined? These words are defined by programmer. These words are defined by programmer based on our requirement. These all our words are called as a user-defined word. For example, what are the user-defined words? For example, we are writing a one program, simple program. The program is, for example, write a program. Example, write a program to find the area of a rectangle. Is a one formula. Area of a rectangle. The formula equal to area equal to length into breadth. It's a simple formula. Length into breadth. This is the formula. Here, what is length? Here, what is breadth? Here, what is area? These three are not a keywords. These three words are not a keyword. These three words are user-defined words. Someone writing length. Someone else. Some are only for sir. I know, sir. What is L, sir? Okay, B, sir. Okay. And A equal to L into B. Here, user-defined word. Writing anyway. Not the LENTTH. You can write only LB and area. Here, LBA. These three words are called as a user-defined word. These are mainly used. These words are mainly used to declare variables, constants, function names, class names, and object names. So what is class? What is object? So I will explain one by one. No problem. Function. Okay. Function names. So these words are mainly used for. These words are defined from the programmer based on the requirement. These words are used to declare variables, constants, functions, class names, and object names. Clear, guys? So any variable. Example, A is a one variable, length is a variable, breadth is a variable. Okay, for example, you want to find the area of circle, radius is a variable. All these are the variables. For example, if you want to write the student example, hall ticket number is a variable, Hall ticket number is a variable. Okay, name is a variable. Marks 1 is a variable, and marks 2 is a variable, and marks 2 is a variable, and marks 3 is also variable. Is also variable to declare the variables purpose only. Okay, what is the user defined words? All these words are defined by the programmer based on our requirement. These words are mainly used to declaring the variables, constant names, and constants, function names, class names, objects, object names, and so on. Example, these are the variables. These are the variables. You can declare any variable based on your requirement. This is for completely words topic. Okay, two types, keywords and user defined. These keywords are 35 keywords are important. Okay, these are the words are 35 with a special meaning. Everyone with a special meaning. I will explain one by one. Okay, within 5 minutes this is completed. Okay, next topic. Okay, the next topic is the next very important topic is what are the different data types? Data types. So what is data type? Data types. Next topic is data types. Data types, or sometimes it is also called types of data, or the types of data. Types of data. Types of data. Now the next topic is types of data. So right here, what are the different types of data or types of data? Sir, what is data, sir? First of all, anyone? What is data? What is data? For example, it is one data. Okay. Now here number of students are, for example, almost 10 students. Okay. For example, here we are assuming that hall ticket number. So name of the student. He secured the marks 1, and marks 2. Okay. And one more is the marks 3. For example, assume that. Now the hall ticket number. Hall ticket number is a one data. Hall ticket number is a data. Name is a one value. Okay. Marks 1 is a value. Marks 1 is a one field name or value, and the marks 2 is also one field, again marks 3. For example, hall ticket number in 10th class or intermediate, your hall ticket number is so and so. This is hall ticket number, and the name of the student is, for example, is the name of the student Ram, and here marks 1. For example, you secured the mark 77, and here you secured the marks is 88 marks, for example, approximately. In subject 3, you secured the marks, for example, 99 marks. 99 marks. This is the marks. Marks 1, marks 2, marks 3. Subject 1, subject 2, subject 3 marks. These are the different marks. Okay. Now, what is total mark? For example, some value total mark. And what is average value? This is also one value. The average is almost 88.00. This is the value. This is for one data of the student type. Okay, sir. What is data type, sir? What is this data type? The type of this data. Okay. What is this? The type of this data here? The type. It contains only for characters. RAM is only alphabets. So this type is a string type. It is called as a string type. Here, okay, numbers only, digits only. So it is called as an integer. 77 is an integer. 88 is an integer. And 99 is also an integer. And here the final output 88.0. This is not integer value. Digits with a decimal point. So it is called as a float value. Okay, float value. Digits with a decimal point. So hall ticket number only numbers. In BTech is different. For example, in BTech, your hall ticket number is approximately BTech hall ticket number is something, okay, some 6J, so and so number, again E, the college code, branch code, and so on. That's a BTech number is different number, but in 10th class and intermediate, these are hall ticket number. So this hall ticket number is completely, it contains only digits, so it is an integer type. Here RAM, it contains only character value, so it is a string type. Here all these three are only digits. It is an integer. Almost the total value, for example, 280 or 270 or some value, it is also integer. This is the number with the dots and point 0, so it is called as a float type. There are the data. All these are the data. This is data about one particular student. His number, name, salary, and so on. This data type is integer type, or okay, please Ankit Rajput, welcome. Right. So now This is the data. The data is different types: integer type, string type, again the integer type, and float type. For example, assume that in bank example, okay, one account number is available. Account number. So account number, customer name, and balance, and the address, cell number. These are the details are stored in bank example. These details are stored in a particular customer. Okay, here the account number is, for example, account number is so and so account number. This is the account number of the some particular person. Okay, student is the name of the customer. Name of the customer is, for example, bank account. And the balance is salary is balance amount equal to 45,034.95. 95. Assume that the value. The address is, for example, okay, so and so house number, house number, okay, 35-23-15 by A, house number, so and so, opposite JNTU, okay, opposite JNTU, for example, Hyderabad. This is the address, Hyderabad hyphen ILAX 90 is the address of the customer. Okay. His cell number is also 10-digit number, any cell number 985. So this is for 10-digit number. Okay. Now this is the number of the customer. For example, assume that. So what are the different data types of data are here? Here, what are the different types? It is only numbers only. So it is integer. Account number is always, it contains only digits. And the name, customer name, it contains only for always alphabetical. Alphabets. So it is a string type. Alphabets is a string type. So it is a number with the decimal point. So it is called as a float type. It is a float type. So this is for completely address. So alphabets, and numbers, and with hyphens, with slashes and dot symbols. So all these are also string. In Python, all these are string. String means it contains not only alphabets, a group of alphabets, and alphabets with numbers, with special symbols. All these are called as a string in Python. So it is only for numbers. It is only for numbers in cell number. It is called as a integer type. This is for data about a particular customer. So the different data types in Python. So now what is data types are? So this is for the topic for, okay, data types are the types of data. Now the data means a collection of value. Data means it is a value. And here the Python supports different data types. Okay, these are number one. What are the different data types are? These are divided into number of types. One is a built-in type, so one is a predefined. There are number of types, but here indirectly Python is a integer type and a float type, string type, okay, and the complex data type, and Boolean data type. I can support these following 5. These 5 are called as a primitive data types. And the next one is a list type. 7th one is a tuple type. 8th one is a set type. 9th one is a dictionary data type. And 11th one is bytes type. And 12th one is byte array type. And the 13th one is Trojan set type. And the 4th one is none for empty data type, without value, but not zero is also a value. Without zero, that is the none data type. Okay, these are the different data types in Python. So our first 5 are called these 5 are called primitive data types or basic types. Primitive data types. And next, these are called non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types. Primitive and non-primitive. Data types. Primitive means basic type. Okay, and non-primitive means these data types are derived from primitive types, but set of values. I will explain. These are the different chapters in Python. Complete chapters. List for continually 3 hours. 3 hours topic list. 3 hours topic. Tuple 1 hour. Set 1 hour. Dictionary 1 hour. All these programs are only for 2 hours. different, and total nearly almost 10 hours topic. 10 hours topic for list tuple set dictionary data structure. These data types are specially available only in Python. These data types are specially available only in Python, not the other programming languages. These are available only in Python. So now the first one, what is integer type? I will explain one by one. I will explain one by one. So what is integer type, Andy? What is integer type? Here, integer type means, what is integer, Andy? It represents only digits. That is 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9 digits. Up to 9 digits only. That is for completely integer type. It stores only integer values, but not the other values. A collection of, it represents a group of digits only. The digits are 0 to 9. Okay, go to Python shell prompt. I'll show you what is integers are. For example, a equal to 1 value is 9. A equal to 9. Here a is which data type variable? A is which type variable? The print of a. That means the value of a, and the print of type of a. What is the type of a? What is the type of a? Here a is a variable. A is a variable which is used to store some value. A equal to 9. A is a variable. It is used to store 9 value. And print of a, that means print the value of a. Okay. And the next one, sir, what is the data type of a? The data type of a, here the data type. Okay, data type. That is very important. Data type. Data type means what is integer? It represents only digits. Now here it represents the digits only. The data type is integer type. Now what is the this is a class. We'll explain later, no problem. Wait after 10-15 hours. This is called as a object-oriented programming concept. OOP. Object-oriented programming concept. Almost this is in third week. Not this week, third week. Object-oriented programming concept. It is a class. Okay, and that means A is a object of the integer class. A is a object in other programming languages. A is called variable. Please observe this point. A is called variable. Different programming languages, it is called as a variable. A is called a variable, but in Python, A is called a object. A is called a object of integer data type. A is called as a object of the integer data type. A is the object of the integer data type. One more example. Okay, type some value, any other value. For example, the b equal to 25. And here the print of b, and the data type of b is also integer type. So these are the two examples. Okay, these are the two different examples for integer data type. Sir, what is integer, sir? What is integer? Integer, it represents, what is integer? It represents only digits with 0 to 9 numbers only. A is a number, any value, not 9 value. You can use any value. 9, 10, 100, 25, 35, 77, 88, 105, any digit. Sir, in other programming language, store some restricted value. Sir, anyone know C language, Andy? Anyone know C, C++, or Java? Okay, no, I'm happy. Otherwise, not required. These are not required. Nowadays, these languages are old programming languages. These are not important. But if you know, no problem. Okay. For example, in C language, example, A is a one variable. This stores some value, limited value only. Minus 32,767 to 768 to plus 32,767 only. For example, A is a integer, stores 5 value. Okay. A is a integer, it stores 100 value. Okay. A is a integer, B is a integer, stores the value. Okay. For example, B is a integer, it stores 75,000. It is not stored. Why? Because the range is up to 32,000 only. Cannot store. Now declaring as a long integer. In Python, you can store any number. For example, A is a integer, 8. So now the type of A is integer type. Okay, clear? Now by default integer. You can store any number. For example, A equal to, store this number. A equal to some number. Okay, it is a number. very long integer, any number, big value. So what is the value of this value? And or the value. What is A? The value of A. Print of A. Print of A means print the total entire value. So last one is a 4321. Observe the last one. You can perform the operation also. A equal to A plus 5. A plus 5. The entire value is added to 5. So now the last answer is okay 4321. The output is 4326. To add the 5 value, okay, and then enter and then print of A 4326. Perform the operation. For example, A equal to A minus, okay, for example, A minus 25. So last answer 4301. 4301. Now what is the value of A? Last answer is 4301. Perform the operation. Long integer. So it is a million, billion, trillion value. You are not counting. Computer can count only. This number can be counted only for computer, not human. What is the value of A? Please tell me. Thousands, hundreds, lakhs, crores? No, you don't know. A long integer. This integer is called as a long integer. Python supports so that it only for digits with the integer type. Clear anyone? Any doubt up here? And the second one is a float type. So what is float type, sir? What is float? It's very important. Float means it represents digits with decimal point. It represents digits with decimal point. That means a dot. Dot is a decimal point. So it represents, for example, the value is 75.34. It is a decimal point. 75 is an integer. 34 is an integer. But in between these two point symbol, dot. So 75 is a 34. For example, x equal to 75.34. Now here the x is a float value. Here x is a float value. Here the x value equal to float value. Now example, x equal to any value, not only x. You can represent M, P, Q, A, B, C, x. X equal to 75.34. Now the print of x. Print the value of the x. And what is the type of x? What is the data type of the x? Type. What is the data type of x? Here the data type of x is float type. Why? Because it shows the digits with decimal number. Digit with decimal number. This is called as a data type of the x. The data type of the x is float type. Another example, y equal to, for example, 99.234 some number. Here big number. And what is the print of y? Print of y and print of type of y. So y is a float value. It means it is a number. Digits. I repeat it. Okay. Now it is a what the value of y and print of y. Value of y is 99.123454322. So this is our float value. Clear, guys? Float means numbers with the decimal point. These are the different examples. So this is for example 1. Okay. And another example, y value. Y. Example 2. Second example. Okay. First example, x is integer type. And second example, y. First example, x is float type. And second example, x is y is float type. And another example, example 3, for example, not only decimal point. For example, this is the value. For example, a equal approximately 67E5. 67E5. E means notation. E notation in mathematical concept. That means E value is 67 into 10 power of 5. 67 into E5 means 10 power of 5. The output is 65 into 150. 150. Okay. The final result is 67.00. This is the representation of the A. Now here A is a float variable. A is a without any decimal point also. 67E5. 67E5 means it is a float representation. Now another example is, for example, we go for the example 3. Okay, A equal to 67E5. Any number. what is the value of A? Value of A is 67 after 5 zeros. And what is the type of A? This is for integer or float value. This value is represented by float data type. The value is represented by float data. For example, B equal to 932 E3, for example. So now the print of B has a value print of and the type of B is the value of this one 932 3 zeros. 932 E3 means 932 E3. That means 932 E3 means 10 power of 3. The output is 932 3 zeros .00. Okay, guys, are you clear? Now enter the float data type. This is for float data. Another two examples for with E notation. With E notation. With E notation. These are the three examples. Okay, another example for B is also one more example. Example 4. What is float type? What is float type? It represents a digit with decimal point or E notation. E notation also very important. E notation. E notation also. It is also called as a float type. Okay, now another one. Example 1, digit with decimal point. Example 2, digit with decimal point. Example 3, E notation. And example 4 for E notation. Example 5, combination of digit with decimal point and E notation. For example, assume that 73.81 E5. What is the output? 73.81 into E5. That means 73.84. For example, assume that not only 184, 73.84 E5. E5 means 10 power of 5. Okay, 73.84 into 10 power of 5 means 10, 1 after 5 zeros. Okay, 4 zeros and 5 zeros. 1 after 5 zeros. Now the final output is 73.84 after 3 zeros only. It is a mathematical constant. Here are 2 decimal points, 2 digits are crossed, and only 3 digits are 73.84, 3 digit 0.00. It is a combination of decimal point with E notation. This is an example, fifth example. I will show you fifth example. This is M, for example, M equal to 73.84 E5. 73.84 E5. What is the print of M? Print of M. And print of what is the type of M? What is the type of M? Type of M. Data type is a float type. Okay, print of M means 73.84 3 zeros. Okay, 73.84 into 10 power of 5. The 10 power of 5 means 10 power of 5 zeros. So 73.84. This is the final result. Clear, guys? This is a combination of decimal point and E notation, both. All these 5 examples are float data type. Any doubt, anyone? Up to here. What is integer type? What is float type? Clear, guys? What is integer? What is float type? Clear. So here, integer type and float type coming. And what is string type, sir? Now it is a string type. What is string? The third one is string data type. String data type means other programming language only collection of characters. But in Python, a group of characters, a group of alphabets, digits, and special symbols. Okay, special symbols is called a string. Not only alphabets, a group of alphabets, digits, and special symbols. All these are collectively is called as a string. A group of alphabets, digits, and special symbols is called a string. In Python, strings are enclosed by. The strings are enclosed by. Enclosed by means quotations by. Strings are enclosed by single quotation marks. Okay, the strings are enclosed by single quotation marks, single quotes, single quotation marks, or double quotation marks. Okay, double quotation marks, or triple single quotes, or triple single quotes, or triple double quotes. You can use any one, triple double quotes, triple double quote. These are the strings are enclosed by anyone, any data type. So a group of alphabets, digits and special symbols is called a string. These strings are enclosed by either single quotes or double quotes or quotes, not only quotation mark not need, either single quotes or double quotes or triple single quotes or triple double quotes. You can use any one. For example, A equal to one string and enclosed by single quotes. A collection of alphabets. Python is a string. This string enclosed by either single quote. Is it possible? Either single quote. The same string is enclosed by either double quotes also. You can use double quotes also. And double quotes three times. Sir, what is the difference between these three? Are explaining later, not now. Okay. And double quotes are three double quotes. Double quotes are three times. All are same. Or single quotes are three times. This is called as a triple single quote. Okay. Strings are enclosed by single quotation mark or double quotation mark or triple single quotation mark or triple double quotation mark. You can use any one, all are same. First of all, writing a single quotation mark. Okay. And what is the print of A? Print of A. Okay. And the data type of A. Okay. String type, clear. The print of A and data type of A is string type. Both are string type. Okay. Now, and it's the same value. For example, P equal to double quotation. It also represents same value in double quotation. It is also a string. It represents any way. Okay. B, print of B, and the type of B. The data type of B is okay. C equal to, for example, single quotes three times. Python. Okay, single quotes three times. Print of C, and the print of type of C. Okay. And D equal to double quotes three times. Python. Double quotes three times. Print of D. Type of D is also. All are single type. All are strings. You can use any way, either single quotation mark or double quotation mark or triple double quotation or triple single quotation. These are the examples. Okay, guys. First example 1 using single quotation marks. Okay. Second example using double quotation marks. Okay. Third example using triple single quotation marks. Okay. Fourth one using double quotation marks three times. Triple double quotes. This is called as a double quotes for three times. So it is triple double quotes. Okay, here single quotes for three times. Okay, it is a triple single quotes. It is also called as a triple single quotes. Triple double quotes and triple single quotes. What is string? A group of alphabets, digits and special symbols is called a string. The strings are enclosed by either single quotation marks or double quotation or triple single quotation or triple double quotation. Whatever you like anyone. This is called as a string. Clear, guys? End out. You can use whatever you like. Either single quote or double quotes or triple single quotes or triple double quote. You can use any way. Now clear? Clear and all of you. Any doubts? Akansh, Bharat, Ganesh, Karamuddin, Sri Lakshmi, Sudhir Kumar, Uma, clear or any doubt? Now this is a string tag. We will explain later, no problem. Each and every string is a one topic, one chapter. Okay. Now no problem. Now this is the basic data types for string data types. String means what is string? A collection of alphabets, digits and special symbols enclosed by either single quotes. Okay, accepted. Double quotes accepted. Single quotes three times accepted. Double quotes three times accepted. Anyone. Sir, one side single, one side double, not accepted. For example, assume that sir, I want to try instance sir, A equal to Python. Okay, clear. It is a string, no doubt. Sir, one type is single quotes. Left side single quote, double side, right side, not accepted. Syntax. Both are single quotes. For example, A equal to sir here, okay, Python value, Okay. Here only single quotes are not accepted. Okay. Now go and value. Okay. Both are the value. Enter. Invalid syntax. For example, x is equal to one side is double quote, one side is single quote. Cannot be accepted. Syntax error. Syntax error. EOL while scanning screen letter. EOL means end of line. Sir, what is EOL, sir? What is EOL? This represents E means end, O means off, L means line. End of line is not correct. Why? Because starting single quote, ending double quotes is not possible. Okay, here also wrong. Okay, here also starting double quotes, ending single quote, here also wrong. So same course, matching is very important. Single quote starting, ending single quote. And double quote starting, double quote ending. That is important. Otherwise, it displays the error message. So first three are completed. And next one is a complex data type. Sir, what is complex, sir? Already you know complex numbers in mathematics concept. Complex numbers. You know complex numbers, and anyone? Anyone knows complex number? All are I expected all are mathematical background. Most of the students coming from mathematical background, MPC or some BTech or degree or MCA or MSc computer science. So complex number. So the complex data type represents complex numbers. Okay. What is the format of complex number? Format of complex number is anyone? Only? Format of the complex number is anyone? Please respond. No problem. Please respond. Anyone? What is the format of the complex number? Form of complex number. Form. What is the format? Generally, mathematical concept. It is completely mathematical. Mathematical only. Anyone? Uma, Sudhir, Bharat, you know, Akansh.
Yes, sir.
Veer Kumar, imaginary plus real. Okay, right, very good. Something is better. Imaginary plus real. Okay. Anyone? Any answer? What is complex number? Okay, Uma, A plus IP. A plus IP. Okay. Anyone? Okay. A plus IB. Okay, A plus IB. Now the complex number is A plus IB. The format is A plus IB. Sir, here what is A and here what is A? Here A is called real part. A is called real part, and B is called imaginary part. B is called imaginary part. In mathematics, A plus IB, but in computer science, A plus BJ. A plus BJ format. The format of complex number is A plus BJ format. A plus BJ format. A is real part, B is imaginary part. So you can example any example. Now the example one. The complex of A plus B. A value is a real part and B value is the imaginary part. I'll show you the example. For example, x is equal to 5 plus 9j. Now, what is the value of x? 5 plus 9j. What is the type of x? Type of x is complex data type. What is the data type? X is not an integer, but actually 5 is integer. Actually 9 is integer. Okay, integer plus integer j. A plus bj. The format is called as a complex format. Perform the two complex numbers, additions, subtractions, all the mathematical concepts. Apply all the complex problems, complex numbers. Apply all the values later. Example one. For example, x equal to any value. Okay, please wait a minute. X equal to 7 plus 9j is a complex number. Sorry, x equal to 7 plus 9j. 7 plus symbol 9j, complex number. Print of x, it is a complex number. And the type of x is also a complex number. Okay. Y equal to complex number. 7 plus, for example, 5 plus 6j. 5 plus 6j Print of y. Y is a complex number. And the data type of y is also a complex number. Data type of y is also a complex number. Z equal to x plus y. What is the output, sir? What is the output? Z equal to x plus y. What is x equal to? 7 plus 9j. Complex number. Y equal to 5 plus 6j. Here the output is 12. 7 plus 5, 12 plus 9 plus 6, 15j. The output is again A plus Bj format. Again the output is also A plus Bj format. Now what is the Z value? Here the Z equal to print of Z. Print the value of Z. And the type of Z. And the data type of Z. The data type of Z. Z is a complex number. These are the 3 examples. Clear and any doubt? Okay. These are the 3 complex numbers. Okay. First one is X value complex number. Okay. And example 2 is Y complex number. And example 3 is Z. Example 3. Third example. This is for third example. Second example. Okay. First and second, third, 3 example. First example X value. It is a complex number. Second one Y value. It is a complex number. Third value Z value. It is a complex number. These are the different complex data types. Here A plus Bj format. So now I want to print only real parts. How to only print the real part? Okay. Now I want to print only real parts. Example 4. To print only real part. To print only real part. Example X equal to any value. 4 plus 9j. We want to print X total value. Print only real part. X dot real. That means the real part only. I'll show you with the example. X equal to 4 plus 9j. Okay. Print of X means all the value. Print of X dot real. In X only real part. Real part is 4.0. Internally it is stored in the 4.0. And for example, we want to print X dot img. Imaginary value is imaginary. X dot print of X dot img. Imaginary. The value is 9.0. That is the value. It is a real part, and here to print only real part. For example 5. If you want to print only imaginary part, to print only imaginary part. For example, X equal to 4 plus 9j. Print of X. Print the entire value. Print of X dot imag. To print only imaginary part. For example, A equal to 7 plus 2j. A dot real part. A dot imag. Imaginary part. Clear all of you? These are the 2 values. A dot real and imaginary part. This is called as a complex data. This is called complex data type. Here one value that is completely complex data type. The data type is called complex data type. Okay. And the 5th one is the last one is Boolean data type. These are the last one. All these are the primitive types. Primitive data types. First 5 are primitive data types. Next, these are called as a separate chapters only. I will explain later, not now. Individual chapters, each are 1, 1.5 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours only. These are the different chapters. Now here, the Boolean data type. What is Boolean? It represents only 2 values. It represents only 2 values. Okay, that is true. And another one is a false. Only 2 values. True and false only. True is represented by 1 and false is represented by 0. False is represented by 0. True and false both are reserved words. Both are keywords. True and false both are keywords. These two are both are the keywords. These two both are keywords. These are the both are keywords. true is represented by 1 and the false is represented by Boolean data type. It represents only two values. Only two values. One value is true, another value is the false. For example, 1. For example, 1 is only for example 1. Now go to example 1. Example 1. For example, A equal to true. Print of A, true, right? Print of A is true. Okay, is true. And the print of type of A. What is the data type of A and Boolean data type? What is the data type of A? Boolean data type. The data type of A is Boolean data type. And the print of some example B equal to false. Okay. Print of B. And what is the data type of B? Data type of B is another chapter is data type. That's why chapter added. B value is false. The print of B means the value of B is false. Data type of the B is Boolean type. Okay, this is for the Boolean value. True and false value. For example, example one A equal to true. Print the value of A. The type of A is a Boolean type. And one more example 2. B equal to value false. Print B and B. For example 3, C equal to A plus B. C equal to A plus B. What is the value of C? Print of C. Okay, print of C. Here A equal to true. B equal to false. What is the value of the A plus B? A plus B. What is the value of A plus B and D? Anyone? A plus B. A for true, B for false. True means 1. False means 0. 1 plus 0, 1. The data type of C is, C data type is integer type. Why? Because 1 is integer, so C is integer. 1 is integer, C is integer. Okay, one value is integer, C value is integer. Why? Because A plus B. We'll explain you later. Please wait and 1 minute. Okay, now here the answer is C equal to A plus B. And the print of C, one value. And the data type of C is integer type. Please remind it. Okay. Example 3. What is the value of the value? A plus B. A for true, B for false. So the final output equal to, okay, the final output equal to true, the value equal to integer value. For example 4, another example, for example, okay, B equal to true plus false plus true minus 2. For example, assume that. What is the value of D? What is the value of D? Value of D is T is capital, always T is capital. Always T is small, but in the Python T is capital. True means okay. Here the value is true means 1 plus false 0 plus true for 1 plus true for 1 minus 1. So 1 minus 1 0. This is 0. The final value equal to 3. The final result equal to 3. 3 means it is a integer type. 3 means it is a integer type. Here guys, the 3 means it is a integer type. So this is the value and the print of C and the print of type of D, and the type of D is a integer type. Clear? Any doubt on it? Any doubt? Clear? This is for completely for Boolean data types concept. Okay, data types. Practice it, data types. These are the different data types in Python. And Python supports, these are the important data types. One data type is integer type. One data type for float type. One data type for string type. One for complex type. Okay. Okay, one for integer type, float type, string type, complex type, and Boolean type. These five are basic data types in Python. Okay, these 5 are the basic data types in Python. and these 5 the remaining are the derived types. I will explain later one by one, no problem. And individually, separately, I will explain. So what is integer? It represents only digit. What is a float? It represents digit with decimal point. What is string type? It represents alphabets, digits and special symbols enclosed by single quotation marks or double quotation marks or triple single quotation marks or triple double quotation marks. You can use any one. So what is the difference between these three, sir? You can use a single quotes, or double quotes, or triple quotes, or I will explain one by one string chapter. Difference in next class, not next week, not this week, next week. Okay, the difference between what is single quotes are single quotes, there is single quotes, double quotes, triple single quotes, and triple comma. So difference, small difference, one difference is available that I will explain later. Okay, now this is for the string type briefly and complex type. A plus BJ format. The complex type is the A plus BJ format. And the Boolean type is the true or false. Clear? Any doubt up to here? Okay. Next one is, sir, what is integer, sir? What is integer? Only digits. Only it represents the digits. Only it represents the digits. But in Python supports the different types of integers. Python supports the different types of integers. So what are the types of integers? Types of integers. Different types of integers. I will explain one by one, no problem. Only. What are the different types of integer? Integer means it represents a number. Okay. 0 to 9, any number. Any number. Naturally, in mathematics concept, the numbers are different types. Different types. One is decimal number. Decimal integer. And one for binary integer. Binary integer, you know already. What is a octal integer? Next one is octal integer. And the next one is hexadecimal integer. Hexadecimal integer. Hexadecimal integer. I will explain one by one. This is a very important in programming concepts. This is a very important string chapter and programming concepts. And okay. So what are the different types of integers? Different types of integers. So decimal integer, binary integer, octal integer, and hexadecimal integer. So what is decimal integer? And these are the 5 types of integers. I will explain one by one. And this is for decimal integer. So what is decimal integer? It represents 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9 digits. Up to 9 digits. Okay, what is binary integer? It represents 0 and 1 only. 0 and 1 only. Only 2 digits. 0, 1 only. Clear? Decimal integers 0 to 9, but binary integer by means 2 only. Only 2, 0 and 1 only. So what is octal integer, sir? It represents 0, 1, 2, up to 7 digits only. Up to 7 digits, not 8 and 9. That is the octal number. That is the octal number. Please observe this one. So decimal integer 0 to 9. Decimal integer 0 to 9. Binary integer 0 and 1 only. 0 and 1 only. 0 and 1 only. 0 and 1 only 2 numbers. 2 numbers. And octal numbers 0 to 7 only octal number. 0 to 7 only. And hexadecimal it represents 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9 digits, and A, B, C, D, E, F, small letters, and capital A, B, C, D, E, and F, lowercase letters and uppercase, lowercase and uppercase. These are the available only. These are the available. Sorry. Okay. These are the available only lowercase and uppercase. Now uppercase letters, uppercase. These are the letters for lowercase and uppercase. So what is the value of A and D? The value of A indirectly, the value of either small a or capital A is 10. This is for 11. Okay, it is in okay, yes. Yes, it is in almost intermediate mathematics or 7th or 8th mathematics. Mathematical concept. This is completely for mathematical concept. And for example, 12 and 13, 14, and 15. Okay. Here the total number of digits are, these are the 0 to 9. Okay. 9 plus here, these are the here 10 numbers. 0 to 9 for 10 numbers. 10 numbers. 0 to 9 is waited. Here 0 to 9. 0 to 9. 0 to 9 for 9 numbers. Plus 0 number is 1 number. These are the 6 numbers. The total numbers are 16. So the total numbers in hexadecimal for 16. The total numbers in octal for 8. The total numbers in binary for 2. The total numbers in decimal for 10. Okay, clear guys up to here? Read out. The total number of digits in decimal 10. Total number of digits in decimal 10. Total number of digits. Total number of digits 10. The total number of digits 10. Okay, 10. So the base value is 10. So the base value is 10 in decimal point. In decimal point, the base value is same. The total number of digits in binary concept only for 2. Only for 2. Only 2. So here the base value of the binary number is also 2. The base value is 2. The base value is 2. Base value, I will explain base value. So what is base value, sir? Similarly, total number of digits in octal, are 8 only. So the base value is also 8. So the base value is also 8 only. The base value is also 8. Okay. And here the total number of digits are, here the total number of digits are 16. So the base value is also 16. Clear? Any doubt up to here? To this here? Okay. What is decimal, sir? Decimal. What is decimal integer? In the decimal integer, 0 to 9 digits. Okay. And the total number of digits are 10. So the base value is 10. Okay, and clear. The base value is 10. Okay. By default, every number is decimal number. By default, every number is decimal number. By default, every number is decimal number. This is the value for 10. What is binary number? It represents only 2, 0, and 1. The total it contains, the total number of digits are 2. The total number of digits are 2. So the base value is also. In octal, the total number of digits are 8. Total number of digits are 8. So the base value is also 8. Okay. In hexadecimal, the total number of digits are 16. So the base value is also 16. Now, how to recognize this number? How to recognize this number? So, for example, these are 0 and 1. These are 0 and 1. So here also 0 1 available. So 0 to 7. Here also 0 to 7 available. So hexadecimal 0 to 9 and A to F. But here also 0 to 9 is available. How to recognize this number? By default, every number is decimal number. How to recognize these numbers are? In recognition point of view, binary numbers start with 0 small b or 0 capital B. 0 small b or 0 capital. Binary numbers start with 0 capital B or 0 small b. Clear? And similarly, octal numbers start with octal numbers start with octal. Octal numbers start with 0 small o and 0 capital O. Please recognize the difference between 0 and O. Okay, please recognize, very important. This is for 0, this is small o, and this is for 0, and this is for small o. And here the hexadecimal numbers are recognized. Hexadecimal numbers, hexadecimal numbers start with 0 small x or 0 capital X. Clear or any doubt? These are the different types of numbers. Numbers in Python, numbers or integers, anyone. These are the different types of integers in Python. Python supports 4 types: decimal, binary, octal, and hexadecimal. So now here, what is decimal numbers are? Decimal number means it represents decimal number represents 0 to 9 only. Total number of 10. So the base value is 10. So the base value is 10. Total number of digits are 10. Okay. So the base value of decimal integer is 10. Binary 0 and 1. Total number of digits are 2. So the base value is 2. So the base value is 2. Okay. Right. Octal number. It represents the 0 to 7. Every octal number start with 0 small b or capital O. 0 small b or capital B binary. 0 small o or capital O octal. And very important, hexadecimal 0 small x or capital X. Sir, for example, clear guys up to here all of you. For example, one value a equal to 0 1 0 1 0. What is the number? A is a binary number, octal number, hexadecimal number is decimal number. Anyone? Please respond through only messages only. Only message. Okay. Send the message only. A is binary number or octal number or hexadecimal number or you are missing something logic, guys. You are missing something logic. Binary number start with 0 B or capital B. Octal number start with 0 O small o. Hexadecimal number start with 0 small x or capital X. This is number. By default, this number is decimal number. If you are writing a number a equal to 0 B 0 1 0 1 something that I say, that is called as a binary. Binary number start with 0 B. But this is not starting with 0 capital B or small b. Here it is a capital B binary number. Every binary number start with 0 capital B or 0 small b. For example, octal number. For example, x equal this is one number 235. What is the number of x? X is a decimal or binary or octal or hexadecimal. It may be anyone. Is it possible? Anyone it is possible. So by default this number is decimal number. Okay, Ganesh. Okay, by default this number is decimal. Why, sir? By default number without any specification. For example, x equal to 0 small o 236. So it is a binary number. So it is a octal. Sorry, it is a octal. X equal to 0 small x or capital X 236. 0 small x or capital X 236. Now it is a hexadecimal. This is a octal. Okay. This is a decimal. This is a decimal. Is it possible x equal to 0 B 236? 0 to 236 is possible or displays error message? And it means only 0 and 1 only. So automatically displays the error message. Try it. Try the value. X equal to 236. Okay, right. Without any error. X equal to 0 O 236. Okay. This is the octal number. X equal to 0x 236 hexadecimal. If you are trying x equal to 0 B 236, syntax error. 0 B means please read the 0 means invalid 2 in binary literal. Binary literal means this is for invalid. 2 is invalid. In binary numbers is valid only for zeros and ones. In binary number is valid only for 0 and this 2 is invalid. In the 236. Next 3 is invalid. 6 is invalid. For example, if you are trying to x equal to 0 B 136. Here what is the output? 1 is valid but 3 is invalid. And next time 3 is invalid. 3 is invalid. Here the 3 is invalid. 0 B okay, 1 okay, 3 is not valid. 3 is not valid in binary number. 6 is also not valid. So 3 is invalid literal in binary number. Clear? Okay. This is for the binary type. Example. Okay. In every number, by default, every number is a decimal number. It stores only for 0 to 9 digits only. Binary numbers are zeros and ones. The base value is 2. Why? Because what is the base value? 2. That means the numbers are only 2 values. Total number of digits are 2. So start with 0 small b or 0 capital. Octal. The total number of digits are 8. 0 to 7 is 7, and 0 for 1, 8. The total value 0 small o, 0 capital O. Hexadecimal 0 to 9, and A to F upper and lower. Here, different examples. Okay, here different examples. A equal to, it is a decimal number. Okay, for example, it is a binary number. Okay, another example, X equal to decimal number. Okay, and X equal to, the statement is valid or invalid. This is for invalid statement. Invalid statement. Why? Because it contains the only for value. So, for example, Y. Please recognize another numbers also. Z. Okay. Z. Okay, the octal number. And this is another number, for example, A, B, C, D, or some D. D equal to. This is for hexadecimal. This is for octal number. This is for invalid statement. This is for binary number. This is for decimal. Clear, anyone? Clear, all of you? Now go to the next topic. Okay, this is for example, sir, clear, and all these are the 4 types of numbers. But decimal, binary, octal, hexadecimal. Sir, for example, sir, this is one decimal number. This is one decimal number. 25 is a decimal number. 25 is a decimal number. This decimal number converting into binary. How it is possible? Decimal number. This is the decimal number. Decimal number. Decimal number. Convert to binary. Is it possible? Binary number. Okay. Decimal number. Decimal number. Convert to octal. Is it possible? Octal. Octal number. And a decimal number. Decimal number. Convert to hexadecimal. Hexadecimal. Is it possible? Hexadecimal number. Conversion is possible. For example, this is decimal number. This is a decimal number. This decimal number converting into binary number. Only the decimal number value is base value is 10. Binary number base value is 2. So 25 is divided by 2. 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4. Yes, Uma. Yes. 2 2 ja 4. And the real value and the remainder value is 1. Again 2 6 ja 12 and the remainder value is 0. Again one more value 2 3 ja 6 and the remainder value is 0. And 2 1 ja 1, remainder value is 1. Write the answer bottom to top. Now the value of 25, the 25 value is 25 of base 10. 25 of base 10 equal to 1 1 0 0 1 of base 2. 0 0 1 of base 2. Anyone read it out? This is the value of the base 2. So this is for the base 2 value. Of here base 2, here of base 10. 25 of base 10, the output is 1 1 1 1 0 0 1. This is a binary number. Convert the decimal number into binary number. If you want to convert the same number into octal number, is it possible? 25. Conversion for octal is the base value is 8. Okay, 8 to 3 is 24. The remainder is 1. So 8 value 0. The remainder value is 1. Write the answer. Okay, write the answer. Okay, here the output is 25 of base 2 equal to 3 1 of base 8. This is for exact binary value of base 10. Here 25 of base 10 of base 8. 31 of base 8. 31 is a octal number. 25 is a decimal number right here. Again, similarly, convert the decimal into hexadecimal. 25 is a number. This number is converted to hexadecimal. What is the value? Hexadecimal. 16 1 ja 16. Okay, what is the remaining value? Remainder value 9. Okay, and 16 0 1. The answer 25. The value of this is 25 equal to 19 of base 2 So we'll explain another example also, no problem. This is for 25 of base 10. This is for 19 of base 16. Any doubt on it? These are the conversions. Conversions are very important. I will explain it to example with a function program. So now here the 25 is a value. 25 is a decimal number. This number is converting into binary. Okay. and the 25 is the number. This number is converting into octal. 25 is the number. This conversion is number to convert. So this is the final result. 1 of 16, 1 of 16. Okay, 31 of 8, 110 of 2. I'll show you with the example. Please stay. Now, what is the value of the 25? Here the value of the 25 sir. Here the value of the 25. So these are the different values and okay, one value. Okay, 25 value is the original number. This number converting into binary. Okay, and this number converting into octal. Now the result is this is for 10 value. Here 16, here 8, here the value is 2. Okay, I'll show you with the example. Now the example is 25 value, 25. For example, A equal to 25. Assume that. Conversion, pin of 25. This 25 is converting into binary type. This 25 is converting into binary type. 25 is a number, decimal number. 25 is a decimal number. This decimal number is converting into binary 11001. 11001. But in as per Python syllabus, that is the start with 0B 11001. Is it right or not on anyone? Okay, clear? This is the value for base 2 is a mathematical concept. Base 10 is a mathematical concept. But as per the Python concept, the number is start with 0B. Okay, clear. That is the first one is clear. And the second one, okay, OCT, octal of 25. Output is 31. The output is 0 small o 31. 0 small o 31. Here x of 25. Okay, output is 0 small x of 19. Clear? Any doubt on up to here? So this is of the base 16. So 0 small x. What are the three functions only? These three functions are used to converting one value to another value. Value to another value. Clear? Okay. Now what is the BIN function and what is the BIN function? What is BIN? BIN is the first function. Second function OCT. And another one is a XEX. These functions are used to converting other type values into binary type. Clear? Any doubt? Okay, Nandi? Clear? Guys, clear up here? Okay, thank you. These are the important functions: binary, octal, and hexadecimal. Right? Today, starting onwards, we are discussing topics are one is how to learn Python programming language, words, sentences, programs, features of Python. These are the 7 important features in Python. High-level programming language, freeware and open source, simple and easy to learn, less code, platform independent, dynamic type of programming, and supports a large number of levels. And what are the different words? Keywords. 35 keywords are available in Python 3.8.5. How to import these keywords? By using import keywords. Actually here we are using import. This is for import state. Import is also one keyword. Already used this keyword. Okay. Now the next one. Okay. Next one, user defined. And what are the different data types? Integer, float, string, complex, boolean. These are the data types. What is integers are? What are the integer? What is integer means? 0 to 9. What is the float? What is okay, string type? What is string? What is complex? What is boolean? What is boolean? Okay. These are the, and again next one, what are the different types of integers? Okay. Right. This is for completely entire. The entire total duration is 5 weeks only. This is completely for weekend batch only, not the regular batch, not the fast start batch, not the regular one. Only weekends. Okay, if you are interested after next week and then third week onwards, okay, one more morning session also. Or if you are interested, if all are interested, or 1 week for morning and evening also, no problem. For example, we can say every week start to 9 to 8 o'clock, 9 to 8, not this week, next week onwards, again the 8 to 8 o'clock. Saturday 9 to 8 and Sunday 9 to 8, 4 hours on it. Or if you are interested 9 to 10 also, no problem. I'm ready to take the classes. And I am also free because of corona effects. All are free in the entire world. 4 to 9 o'clock, 5 hours for 1 week. Again 5 hours for 1 week, 1 day. The total duration is 10 hours for 1 week. 1 week for 10 hours. Learn the entire item. And any doubts are up here and all of it. Please wait and 2 minutes wait, and then I will talk to you. Please. Okay, guys. So any doubt on anyone from your side? Hello? Any doubts? Akansh clear? Bharat, Ganesh, Vikram, Sri Lakshmi, Sudhir, Uma Manikanda, all are Telugu from any background and Telugu background or English? Telugu students are English. Any other state? Akansh, you are from USA. Akansh, you are from USA. Okay. Bharat, you are from? Bharat, what about yourself? Bharat, Ganesh, Vikram, you are from? Sri Lakshmi, Sudhir, Uma, anyone? Uma? Okay. Now the stop class for this week. Okay. Next week onwards, 4 to 9. Clear, guys? Okay. Thank you very much. See you. If you want to recording sessions also available in office. Contact to friend office. They are sending to your recording session to your email. Okay. Bye, Andy. Anyone? Any doubt, Akansh? Okay. If you want to talk to any person, yes. Anyone? Hello? Okay, yesterday and today both records are available, no problem. Right, sir? No, it's not a free classes. Contact to friend office. Almost fees, not the free class. Fees. Please contact to friend office. Okay. Bye, Andy. Thank you very much. See you next week. Thank you. If any doubts about the fee structure, about the fees, and all other details about the material, video recordings. Hi guys, if any doubt, Any doubt about the fee structure? About the fee structure? Okay, and all other details, materials, video records, and any information, please contact front office of Durgasoft. Okay, Durgasoft front office. Please contact Durgasoft front office. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. See you next week. Bye. Okay. Okay, Andy. Bye. Thank you.